6:30 a.m. right now on this Wednesday, June 25th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adele is here. Tell us how to get around some backups. Those are on Long Island right now. And Marie LaRosa is here with this. As Michael said before, we're baking in New York City.
We are baking.
Melting.
Yes, it's one more day.
Not in a good way.
I know. We officially get the heat wave today. That's 3 days in a row of 90 or hotter. But tomorrow is going to be much, much better. You can see the haze already building, so air quality is going to be an issue. Let's get you ready for it all. We have a heat advisory now in effect for the city, Long Island, parts of Connecticut, most of the Hudson Valley here. We get into most of New Jersey. Now we're talking still about that extreme heat warning, all telling the same story. It's hot. It's going to be humid. That heat index at times over 100 degrees plus for a couple of hours. We're at 82 already right now at Central Park. Islip at 80 degrees. Poughkeepsie at 72, 85 right now at Newark. There are the air quality alerts. Those go into effect later. We've got it for the city, Long Island, coastal Connecticut, again, Central and South Jersey. Beautiful, calm conditions as we look at Port Jefferson. There's Staten Island Expressway. Clear skies for now. We've got 95 degrees by 1 o'clock. We'll be there at that level for several hours, so take it easy. 92 degrees by 7 p.m. Isolated shower chance, especially across South Jersey. We'll talk more about that later. But at 6:32, got to talk about the traffic. Plenty of slowdowns, Adele.
Yes, we've got
Oh, Gabi, I'm sorry.
But for an update on the traffic situation, let's go back to the studio with Adelle Caballero. Adele.
Thanks, Gabi. Yeah, we're seeing the effects of this extreme heat all over, even on the roadways. We've been seeing stalled trucks, stalled cars, many of them overheating. So as I've been saying, make sure your coolants are topped off and please stay safe out there. Right now, Northern State Parkway westbound by exit 26, we do have a crash taking out a lane. Delays are quickly building through the area. As of right now, LIE 25B would be a better bet for you. If you are making your way onto the Cross Bronx Expressway westbound side, stop and go traffic pretty much from the Bruckner interchange heading all the way out to the George, and 287 southbound exit 53 to 47. Only 2 lanes getting by for construction. Darlene, Michael, back to you. Thank you, Adele. It is 6:35 right now, and it's decision 2025. Assemblyman Zoran Mamdani is one step closer to becoming the next mayor of New York City.
After a highly talked about primary, he ended up ahead of Andrew Cuomo in the ranked choice voting in the primary. Is live now, and even before 7 o'clock, we're in the 80s, Maria.
I know. Here we go again. So today, the heat wave continues up to 95. Obviously, it's going to feel much hotter, but tomorrow, much cooler, and even cooler by the end of the week when summer returns. Those warmer temperatures in the 10-day forecast.
The roads right now in New Jersey, we've got construction, only 2 lanes getting by because of a road surface collapse. This is on 287 southbound, running between 53 and exit 47. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to help you get around it. And here's a live look outside right now onto the George Washington Bridge. Darlene, Michael, we are still seeing about 40-minute delays. Thanks so much. And you can watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. Live local news continues wherever you stream News 4. We'll be back. From what they're doing at Ballet Tech.
We're seeing, but Maria, we are seeing more of these green roofs around the city.
A fantastic idea. I love the lighting scheme.
Yeah,
it's a small
absolutely.
change when you really think about it, but if everybody does that, then you're talking about big, huge change, and it's wonderful. It's great for nature, too, by the way. Light pollution is pollution, so that's also a part of it all. But yeah, looking hazy right now. We got the tops of the green trees. That's a nice place to be, just taking shade today. It's another hot one. 82 already at Central Park, upper 60s dew points, so that heat index value is already at 84. It's going to be another one of those days where we're going to be running close to records, maybe not breaking as many as yesterday, which was pretty much across the entire area. A couple spots broke all-time June record highs like LaGuardia, but you can see we're right in there in that territory by a few degrees. So we're headed up to 95 on the forecast here for Central Park. The old record is a 99. It'll feel like that with that heat index factored in. So be ready for that. Take it easy. By 1 o'clock, 95 degrees. We'll spend a couple of hours right in that territory with the 95 on the thermometer. Feels like temperature 100 or so, and we are still quite warm even after the sun goes down. 89 degrees by 9 o'clock. We are starting to get that real relief to move in by tomorrow. It's going to be a huge difference. So we break the heat wave. We really break the heat because it's only going to be 78 degrees, back below average, and even cooler on Friday, thanks in part to that east wind. So we've got this boundary. We're going to be on the northern side of it. That's always helpful to take the heat away. It's still hot and humid to the south of it, but it's also going to be enough to kind of stir things up, bring about some showers and thunderstorms. We're in that daily chance just about into the weekend and into next week, but not a total washout. It's going to be more of the afternoon variety or really early in the day. And you can see that heat and humidity building again into next week. So looking at the hour-by-hour forecast, maybe the Jersey Shore overnight tonight and scattered showers, even a few thunderstorms around by tomorrow morning into the afternoon. But more importantly, the heat's going to break. One more day, 95 degrees today, only into the 70s tomorrow, and then by Friday into the upper 60s, even morning low temperatures getting a nice little reprieve. By Saturday and Sunday, it's back to that summer heat, mid and upper 80s, and then also again that chance for some showers and thunderstorms. We have the July 4th holiday in view by Friday, looking at 84 degrees. And for now, leading up to it, we'll have dry skies. Of course, we'll keep you updated on that. All right, 6:48. And speaking of updates, let's get the latest from Adele.
Thanks, Maria. If you are hitting the roads here in New Jersey, 287 southbound, we have just 2 lanes getting by. We have a road surface collapse from yesterday, and emergency construction work is underway. The good news is it is expected to clear out within the next 15 minutes or so. All lanes are expected to reopen, but for the time being, you're going to need lots of extra time through the area. 202 is wide open, though, if you wanted to hop onto that. And then a little further east here, Northern State Parkway westbound over by exit 26, New Hyde Park. This crash has been cleared from the roadway. Delays are quickly easing out as well. Driving around today, keep in mind alternate side parking rules and meter rules in effect citywide. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you very much. Now, happening
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for streaming with us. It is Wednesday, June 25th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero is tracking our roads and rails, and Storm 24's Maria LaRosa here with today's forecast. Got to focus in on getting through today.
One more day, but it's still at a level where
Yeah.
it's dangerous.
Yeah.
You've got to take it easy. You know, we're talking about some relief in terms of 4 or 5 degrees off of yesterday, but still up there. Air quality is a concern as well, so that means humidity still very much locked in place. Heat index will be an issue. It's widespread still, much of the eastern half of the country. The hot pink you see right here, that's that extreme heat warning still in effect for most of New Jersey. The city now under that heat advisory, but it's all the same story. The heat index value at times today for a couple of hours could exceed 100 degrees. The air quality alerts are up as well for later today from the city, Long Island, coastal Connecticut, lower Hudson Valley, and again, central and South Jersey especially. But we're already starting off warm in the 80s, 95 degrees by 1 o'clock. At that point, feels like temperatures close to 100 degrees. And you see that's the case for several hours. It's one concern with this type of heat, just the duration of it. Very little relief. By the time the sun sets, we're still close to 90 degrees. It'll feel like that. And then finally, by the time we get to tomorrow, starting to feel the effects of the cooler weather on the way. More on that in a bit, but I got to get you out the door. It's slow out there, Adele.
Yes, definitely a slow go. And as I've been saying the past few days, this morning, we want everyone staying safe. If you're heading out to the rails, grab your water bottle, stay hydrated. Driving around today, make sure your coolants are topped off. 287 southbound between 53 and 47. We've got emergency construction through the area because of a road surface collapse. You only have 2 lanes getting by. It's been causing some pretty heavy delays through the area. 202 would be your way around it. As a reminder, alternate side is also in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
All right, Adele, thank you very much. Today, but let's check in with Maria. She's looking at the weather across the borough.
Yeah, this is the time to be out and about. It's not too bad. We're already, though, at 85 in Brooklyn, Queens at 84 degrees, 80 in Staten Island, and the Bronx coming in at 81. We're bright skies right now and storm-free. Later on, though, we could see some storms fire up, timing that out even into tomorrow coming up at the 10-day.
All right, still to come the section.
If you're heading out to the rails right now, grab your water bottles. We've got service changes, 6A and Rockaway Park Shuttle. On top of that, expect to see plenty of dayside track work coming up. We're going to let you know what your commute is going to look like on the roads throughout the day. Here's a live look out there now onto the inbound approach to the Holland Tunnel. You're watching Today in New York.
All right, so you hear it there, Maria. That's what how people are dealing with this.
Yeah, I mean, it was a remarkable day yesterday as far as temperatures across the region, from daily records being smashed to all-time June high temperature records set. We had that at LaGuardia, Islip, JFK. Islip got to 101 degrees. You know it's hot when even Montauk got up to 99. Newark set a record at 103. Belmar 101, of course, 99 at Central Park, close to that century mark. Didn't quite get there. Only a handful of times on record in June has Central Park gotten to 100 degrees, so it's pretty rare. We'll be in the mid-90s again today. While we're talking about slight improvement, it is still a dangerous level of heat. And again, this is the third day of our heat wave. Pretty close to record highs again. Newark Airport will definitely be in the territory, all areas within a few degrees. So take it easy. The peak heat of the day coming pretty early. So by lunchtime, 1 o'clock, 95 degrees. That's how it's going to be for several hours. That long duration, no relief. That's part of the issue. Feels like temperatures at least 100 degrees, in some spots over that. And you can still see even after the sun goes down, 9 p.m. temperature 89 degrees. But as we get into the morning hours, we start to see the hints of that relief. We do have a boundary that we're going to get on the northern side of. In the meantime, could touch off a few showers or thunderstorms, especially late tonight across central and south Jersey. A little better chance scattered showers and storms into the area, not just tomorrow morning, but into the afternoon. So the setup is there to keep us a little active here as far as storm chances. That dome of high pressure getting a little bit of a push back here, and that boundary is going to be more of the player here the next few days, keeping us cooler, but also the daily chance for showers and storms. Not a wall-to-wall washout, so don't cancel any outdoor weekend plans. Just know you may have to deal with it. And on top of that, some of that warmth and humidity coming back at us a little bit by the weekend. So 95 today, scorching. Take it easy. Again, big time relief tomorrow, just 78 degrees. How about that? By Friday, upper 60s. We're back to the 80s on Sunday, Monday into Tuesday. Also back into the mid and upper 80s with showers and storms. Note we've got July 4th in the 10 days. So far, so good. 84 with dry skies. All right, Adele, what's the latest out there?
Right now, we're still keeping a very close eye on this emergency construction in New Jersey, 287 southbound from exit 53 down to exit 47. You only have 2 lanes getting by. Pretty much a solid ride through the area there. Now, the original plan was to have it all wrap up at 7 a.m. Obviously, that didn't happen. It's 7:18 right now if you are streaming with us. So no word yet on when everything is expected to reopen. For the time being, either give yourself plenty of extra time or hop on to 202 instead. Also, as a reminder, we have the Mets playing the Braves today. First pitch at 7:10 p.m. So definitely expect to see a few more cars through the area there by Citi Field. And also keep in mind, alternate side parking rules are in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thanks so much. Beyonce.
Let's show you too. You can see that haze, air quality taking a hit again. So we have the alerts up for the city, Long Island, coastal Connecticut, central and south Jersey. Take it easy today. Heat advisories now in effect for the city, Long Island, Connecticut, lower Hudson Valley, most of New Jersey still in that extreme heat warning. That's just all adding up to another scorcher where it feels like temperatures could approach or exceed 100 degrees for several hours today. We're at 82 already, 85 at Newark, 81 in Merrick, White Plains, you're at 71. So headed up to 90 degrees by 10 a.m. So it heats up quickly once more. 95 degrees by 1 o'clock, and we're going to be right about that through the next several hours into the early evening. At times, that feels like temperature will exceed 100 degrees. Plenty of sunshine, a few clouds, still 93 degrees by 6 p.m. All right, at 6:01, Adele, a lot of slowdowns already this morning. What's the latest?
Yes, the past few days really have been a mess on the roadways. Extreme heat does not make for an easy commute, whether you're on the roads or the rails. Let's start things off here in New Jersey, though. Turnpike southbound in a roadway completely shut down. This is for construction. Exit 14 down to the Molly Pitcher service area. All lanes also remain shut down on the eastern spur from the western spur split down to exit 14. So it's definitely going to be a bit tricky getting around through there. A little further north here onto the Mario Cuomo Bridge. Those Westchester bound cars are coming towards you. Earlier construction on the northbound side through the Larchmont area has cleared out. So that's helped alleviate some of the delays there. And your 2, 3, N, and R trains, you can expect to see delays with alternate side in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you very much. It was a big night, Decision 2020.